Hey love, what's up? Welcome to Confidently Uncomfortable. I'm your host Jago, health and lifestyle coach and not so regal confidence queen. Coming at you with the real, the raw, and of course, the uncomfortable. My mission is to show you that to be confident, it has absolutely nothing to do with being perfect or having it all together, and everything to do with you getting uncomfortable and pushing your limits. Thanks for joining me. Let's dive in. All right, so today's podcast was inspired by one of my clients who, when she first came to me, she had a real struggle being pulled in two directions. So she came to me and said, Jago, I really want to lose weight. I know I feel better at a smaller weight, but I also I want to feel confident in my skin. I want to love my body where I'm at now. And I feel guilty because I want to be all body positive and I feel guilty for wanting to lose weight. So then I feel like I'm not even supposed to want that. So there was this inner shame for even wanting to lose weight. So today I decided to create a whole podcast around kind of my response to her and then my response to honestly the fitness industry and the body positive movement. I haven't spoken up about this too much, but I feel like it needs to be said. So I'm going to say it. So thanks for joining me today. This is all about how to break up with diet culture and lose weight because both are possible. And I'm going to talk about it. So if you're like me and jumped from fad diet to fad diet, listen, I did Suzanne Summers. I did low carb. I did, crazy, just the craziest diets you could think of. Oh, slim fast, sim quick, whatever it was. I did all those shakes, all those things, all of it, you name it, I've done it. And if you're like me and you were would just jump onto it and then maybe it would work a little bit, maybe it wouldn't, and then jump right off and kind of go back to the other end of extremes. And it just never felt like you were feeling good about yourself when you were trying to lose weight, but then you also didn't feel good about yourself when you try to just give up and just not do anything. So I'm here to kind of help you find the truth behind it and how you can actually love your body while trying to better yourself, whether that's losing weight or just getting fit or whatever that is for you. That's why I'm here to talk today. So I've been a fitness and lifestyle coach for over a decade, so I've seen a lot. I worked in the gym setting. I've worked with hundreds of women now and men actually too. And I started this being into the fitness industry, honestly still feeling like I wasn't the right size for the job. I felt like I wasn't good enough because I wasn't skinny enough and I wasn't the most fit looking. And it just led to me pushing myself in ways that were not healthy. I was burnout. I was unhappy, trying to fit a mold that honestly now I should never have been trying to fit because we're constantly being pushed into feeling like we're not the right fit, right? We're in every single thing that we do. And now I truly feel called to break the mold. So that is why I'm here today. I'm going to break up with your idea of what is right and wrong about body positivity, about weight loss, about the fitness industry, diet industry, everything. I'm here to dive in. So I recognized, long story short with my story, I recognized that I had to learn to love myself first before I could actually lose weight. So I had been doing those fad diets over and over again. Like I said before, I tried it all and I kept, no matter whether I lost weight or not, even when I did lose weight, I still was not happy. I still did not feel confident. I still didn't feel good in my skin. Maybe short term I would, but then I would get back to that place where I just was not happy. And I just became obsessed with trying to lose weight. And finally, I had to realize that the answer was not in my weight. Right. And that was huge for me. Coming to this realization was absolutely crucial for me. And my mission has always been to tell people that it's not about the perfect diet. It's about really focusing on your health and your why and what you really want to achieve for your fitness goals. What makes you feel like the very best person. And when I focused on that and less on the number on the scale, it changed my life. And it had everything to do with finding my confidence, right? I had had it taken from me at a young age because I went through a point where I was told I wasn't beautiful. I was talked down to, and it was really hard for me to go through. And that narrative stuck with me for a very long time. And so everyone, no matter who you are, no matter where you're at, you have a narrative that you've grown up with about yourself. And the truth is that let's start with the weight loss industry. The weight loss industry will prey on that narrative, right? They're going to prey on insecure women who want to lose weight to gain confidence. And the problem with that is the weight loss industry is telling me that you're allowed to want to lose weight, but you can't accept your body as you are. You need to stay dissatisfied and uncomfortable. So then that makes you want to change, right? They think that negative emotion is going to push you to make motions, right? I disagree with that completely. And I want to show women and everyone that you can lose weight with confidence. If you don't want to lose weight, that's fine. But I want women who are looking to lose weight to recognize that they can do this in a way that is through loving their body throughout the process. I've just seen too many coaches out there push their negative body image as a tactic to get clients to lose weight. They use their insecurities to force them to feel bad about themselves to give them their money. And it's just bullshit. And I just am ready to break that up. I'm ready for that to change. And I really want you to know the truth that even though it's scary for me to feel like I need to go up against this whole industry, I'm not called to allow fear to keep me from helping women feel confident. I am called here to help you realize that you can love your body and still reach your weight loss goals. Okay. So first and foremost, if you are looking to lose weight, it's okay. It's all right. I just want you to make sure that it's for the right reasons. And that is where my coaching comes in. So that's a big part of the weight loss industry is I think that they're going about it in the worst way, right? Now, I also mentioned the body positivity movement, right? So I'm freaking so happy for this movement. We need more of it. Just body acceptance and loving your body as you are. And it's so beautiful seeing women come together and tell their stories of how they hated their bodies and seeing women of all different shapes and sizes and colors and backgrounds coming in and accepting their bodies. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. But I also see on the other end, women that will come into the movement, and then if someone says that they want to lose weight or they're trying to lose weight, they're immediately shamed for that. So they come in there and let's say they're trying to lose weight and it's honestly for their health. They truly, their doctor told them they need to lose weight and that's what their goals are. And when they go in there and they're making that change, they're afraid to tell people because they feel like they're going to get judged, right? The body industry, I've heard, not everyone, remember this is never all encompassing, but I've heard so many people that claim about positivity and all these things, and then they're actually being super negative to people that are trying to lose weight, and they're telling you you need to love your body just as it is now. You need to not want to change. That's not okay. You have to be okay with where you're at and stay there. And there's a disconnect there, and it's not okay because women, listen, everyone, but I'm going to talk to you women because I can relate on a real basis. Women should not feel bad, guilty, ashamed, or anything if they do not want to lose weight, right? If you don't want to lose weight, that's your choice. But they should also not have to feel that way if they do. They shouldn't have to feel bad, guilty, and ashamed about wanting to lose weight when it's for the right reasons, right? And so figuring out what that is super important. But if you don't allow someone to explore and recognizing whether they feel like they need to lose weight or not, that's not even fair on the other end of things. So that is where my issue lies with the fitness industry, is there's a disconnect with the body positive movement and the fitness weight loss industry. And I believe that I'm here to create a bridge between the body positive movement and the fitness industry because both sides are missing the mark, honestly. Both sides are not fully there yet because they're still refusing to see the other side of things. So if you are out there and you are trying to focus on your fitness more, whether that means losing weight or just getting back into doing healthier lifestyle changes or whatever that is for you, I want you to know that like I've got your back, okay? Like if that's what you want, that is absolutely okay, but I want you to make sure that it's for yourself. So go back and listen to one of my earlier episodes about finding your why and why it's so important, because that is where you can break up with the narrative that you've been told you have to fit a certain mold, or you have to weigh a certain amount of weight, or you have to look a certain way. Breaking up with that and identifying like, well, what is the actual reason that I feel like I need to lose weight? And then figuring out your goals from there. That way it's actually your decision. And that's what's so powerful. So my goal as a coach is to empower women and empower you to recognize that you can make these positive changes in your life and really show up for yourself in the best possible way without letting the outside industries influence your decision and influence your choices, because that needs to stop, because it's just on both ends. It's just constantly there. And I want you to do what's best for you ultimately. So the next thing I want to address is I've gotten this question some is, so Jago, Jordan, whatever they call me, I get lots of names. If you preach body positivity, why are you a fat loss coach? Right? Like, that doesn't make sense. Those two things don't go together. Like, you're talking all about body positivity, but then you're also helping women lose weight. I don't understand. And like I said before, the weight loss industry is preying on insecure women. And I truly feel like my place in this world is to step in there and put the entire fitness industry on its side and flip things over to show you that you can have both. So yes, I am 100% all about body positivity, but I truly think that we need to have more body positive coaches in the weight loss industry. And so that's where I come in. I truly think that I want to be in that realm because it's so needed. If there are women out there that want to lose weight, God, I could tell you guys horror stories of clients who have come to me with previous coaches who have put them on just insane diets, put them on eating like 1,200 calories or less and no carbs, and working out like twice a day for an hour, which is ridiculous unless you're a freaking athlete and you're training for the Olympics. Like, just craziness of restriction and basically forming these women who are already dealing with self-image issues. It's like pairing that with this restriction, and all it does is lead to body dysmorphia, where you're really like not happy in your body no matter what. Even when you've lost the weight, you're still not satisfied because it's been instilled in your head that that's never good enough. And then you're also dealing with, oh my God, all the food issues, right? We already have these stories of what we see as good and bad with food. And a lot of times growing up, I'm not the only one out there that's had this happen, where we are almost scared of certain foods. We're told we can't eat carbs, and we can't have bread, and we can't do this. And you look at how women and men go out to eat, and you see all these women are always choosing like a very small option of carbs, or they're saying they can't have this or they can't have that, or all of these things. And the truth is that is just a lack of education around nutrition, and then basically getting preyed on by the weight loss industry, telling you that these are the things you have to do. Going into this world of wanting to make change, but then there being so much information out there that women are not sure where to go. So my goal is to be here and help you realize that you can make these changes without having to go on these crazy restrictive diets. So if you've been struggling with that, if you've been struggling with wanting to make changes, but then not wanting to go into this restrictive mindset, you can do it. Okay. There's an absolute way to do it. So if you're going into this year, 2020, and you're like, I have weight loss goals. Like, I know that I want to lose weight. I'm going to tell you that it is possible. And you don't have to do it in a restrictive way. You can do it in a healthy way. And it's truly about creating lifestyle change. So I'm going to give you a couple takeaways with when you are creating your goals, where you should go. So if you're looking towards loving yourself this year, 2020, just loving the skin you're in and feeling really confident and comfortable, that needs to be your top priority, okay? And so that comes with the first step is you're not going to wake up and love yourself. I've said this again and again. So just the body acceptance of recognizing like, this is the skin I'm in, but it doesn't define me, right? Like this is the weight I'm at, but it doesn't define my worth. This is like how I look right now, and I'm okay with that. And I can still find beauty in it regardless of whether I change or not. And so that is the importance of body acceptance at that point. So the first steps of that are just working towards doing things that create confidence. So I talk about that in, again, previous episodes, but the biggest things that I can say work for me and work for my clients are focusing on gratitude and all you have, really making sure that to feel confident every day, you wake up and tell yourself that you're beautiful. You tell yourself the things you love about yourself, and it might feel silly at first, but it starts to take away that previous narrative you have about yourself and your body and create a new one, recognizing that I'm beautiful regardless of what that number on the scale says. I am worthy of love and all of the thing that the world has to offer, regardless of where I'm at right now with what my gene size is. Like, reminding yourself that is the first step, the most important piece to creating that change. So that's something like, don't take that lightly. Now, while you're doing this, and that might require you to take a step away from your weight loss, like the number goal. So you can have that as a goal, but your focus coming in is creating that change in your confidence level and your mindset. So make mindset a top priority with focusing on that on a very regular basis. And then the next thing I would say would be consistency. So what is it that you can be consistent with? So instead of setting your goal of being, and I'll do another one on setting goals that's a little more specific, but instead of setting your goals in a very vague way, like I want to eat healthier, I want to lose weight, like those are very general goals. Take a step back and get more specific with what you really want and what you can actually do consistently. So if right now going to the gym 5 days a week is not feasible with your lifestyle and not feasible with all that you're juggling right now, then focus on what you can do. Can you increase the amount of steps you get a day? Could you get 7,000 or 10,000 steps a day and help with that movement? Can you do shorter workouts at home, or can you do weekend workouts and then shorter ones at home, or whatever that is that you can do? Focus on that. Same thing with cooking. Instead of being overwhelmingly like, I'm going to not eat any fast food and not work out and not do that, let's focus on your lifestyle and what is actually reasonable for you. Now, if you know you work late a couple times a week, maybe you need to plan for what you're going to have when you're eating out those days. And then the other days, supplement with your cooking from home. So you got to figure out what works best for you instead of trying to basically immediately just say, I'm going to be 100% all in with this and make all of these changes at once. None of them are going to stick. You need to slowly add changes that are feasible for you. And then as you get more comfortable in the gym, as you get better at managing your time, you can increase the amount of time you're doing things. You can increase the amount of food that you're meal prepping. But instead of wasting food and wasting time and losing steam and then quitting, start with things that you can be consistent with and focus on that, so that you're going to get enough sleep every day, get enough water every day, and get enough steps every day. Just start there. Do that. And if you can do that consistently for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, add something else in that's going to help you. And instead of focusing on, oh, did my weight go down? Am I seeing changes with that? Focus on, am I being consistent? Am I doing everything I can? Am I prioritizing my goals? And that mindset shift of thinking about what am I not doing right instead of thinking about what am I doing right? What am I being consistent with? That mindset shift is going to be huge. And then finally, the third thing is, once you are setting your goals and setting up what you want with your lifestyle changes, you need to track your wins. You need to take note of the progress you're making. And it is not these number goals, right? I want to know every small thing that you do that makes you feel great. Like you went to bed on time, or you did your morning meditation, you meal prep for the week, you made a decision to say no to going out with someone, or you made a decision to saying yes to going out to eat, but then you made great choices for yourself and you feel really good about it. So all of those little things, if you don't track them, if you don't write them down, you're going to forget how far you've come. And so if you're only focused on that end goal of losing 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever, that is going to feel like a huge boulder and a huge weight on you. So you need to take that weight off your shoulders so that you can actually focus on what you can do and create real change in your life. And that's where the lifestyle lifestyle change comes from. So I'm here to tell you that it is possible to do it in a loving way. And it's honestly the best way to do it, because then you're not going into this crazy restrictive negative mindset that ends in self-sabotage, shame, and guilt. I've seen it happen again and again. I've been through it myself again and again, and I'm done with letting women tear themselves apart, being stuck in a system that is broken. Okay? So break the mold. Don't try and fit into that, and really focus on what it is that you need going into this new year. So I hope that this helped kind of explain a little bit about me, a little bit more about you, and just the idea of when you're going into these goals next year, whatever they are, and again, they don't have to be weight loss, are you going into it with the right mindset? Are you breaking up with the idea of having to listen to the weight loss industry of like hating your body? Like really focus on love, okay? Love and acceptance is what's going to help push you through. So I hope this helped. Please, if you feel like someone needs to hear this, your girlfriend, your mom, someone that you feel like has been struggling with loving themselves, loving their body, and wants to make these changes, share this with them, because my mission is to make sure people hear this and make sure that they understand that they are enough and they are exactly where they're supposed to be to make these changes now. So thank you so much for your support. If this meant anything to you, if you connected with this or resonated with anything that I said, please, please, please shoot me a message, shoot me a DM. I love hearing from you guys. Also, if you want to help support this podcast and support my mission to share this with women and help them feel confident from within and realize they can achieve that confidence at any size, then please screenshot this podcast and share it to your story, share it to your friends, and it would mean the world to me. So thank you for everything, guys. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day with whatever you're doing, and you've got this, okay? You've absolutely got this. See you next time. Thanks again for listening to Confidently Uncomfortable. I love being able to connect with you here, and honestly, don't want it to end. So head over to my Facebook group, Body Confident Blueprint, and be sure to follow me on Insta at JGoFitLife. Also, if you're ready to get real confidently uncomfortable, go leave this podcast a 5-star review and email me the review screenshot, support@jgofit360.com, for a chance to win a free 30-minute fitness audit and goal setting session. I appreciate your support. See you next time.